besides these two bands, what else are you involved with? Do you have time for anything else?
Any other bands? No. It's enough with two bands. It's actually a bit too much sometimes. So
it's easy when you can combine it both on tour.
Yeah, it is. Back in like 10 years ago, I used to have more bands, but there is no time. There is not 10 days a week.
We used to have like 10 bands together.
Yeah, we had a lot of...
But all bullshit bands.
Yeah, but it was also for fun.
Yeah.
So you both live in Bergen, and obviously the two bands share band members and shared other band members as well, and you work with some people from Enslaved, so this whole city seems like a big metal center. It's like a metal family with a lot of incest in it. Like everybody is getting involved with everything.
Yeah, in Norway we love our incest.
And how did this happen? How did this city become so metal?
Bergen is, as long as I've been playing in a band, has always worked. If you meet someone or just ask someone in another band, and they can help you out, and we're all friends with a lot of the bands, and I don't know why.
It's a bit like that in most of Norway. There are a lot of bands compared to the amount of people actually listening to metal. Bergen is like the hub for the west coast of Norway. So most of people on the west coast that are into doing this on a more or less professional level, sooner or later pull into Bergen, I think.
There is also a lot of students in Bergen.
Yeah.
So it always come new people to town. In between them there is always a metalhead.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a nice and friendly atmosphere between the bands and the rest of the environment, and also you have some key institutions that have developed that manage to help bands grow and help musicians expand and tour.
Yeah, we have the Apollo record store and the garage, which have helped a lot of bands.
Yeah, and you have festivals like you used to have Hole in the Sky, and now you have Beyond the Gates and Blast Fest that draw lots of international actors in, and you also have institutions like RAK, which do courses in how to manage your business if you're a musician and all this kind of stuff. So it's good.
Yeah, very inspiring environment.
Yeah,
Like
and it rains a lot.
Yeah, that I really, really hate. It rains a lot. Way too much.
I guess for the atmosphere of metal, it's not so bad. You can probably benefit.
I don't care about that. I want sun. Give me sun.
There is probably some kind of link there.
Yeah, maybe.
I can imagine.
But when it's sunny, everybody's happy.
Yeah, and nobody's writing metal.
Yeah,
It's just drinking beer.
They're just out in the sun drinking beer.
Okay, what do you do when you don't do music?
I work with electronics and subsea. Basically.
I'm at home making
You're
dinner for
working
my
with
girlfriend.
music.
I'm working with music full time.
Okay, and any other hobbies when you want to get away from music?
Fishing.
Fishing, that's good.
For me, not so much really.
We
I like to go for walks.
Okay, how do you imagine your dream gig?
I'd be in the hall watching Devil Doll.
My dream gig. That's a difficult question. I always have a dream since I've been to. There is a festival in Denmark, the Roskilde Festival. I've been there, I think, 10 times, many years ago now. But I always dreamed of playing there sometime. We always talked about it when we went to the festival. Oh, what about playing here someday? Maybe it will come true someday. But No, it's not so much of a dream now, but it used to be. It used to be. But I always have a dream of touring the States. That's my top goal now. So we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I think my dream gig is like a very old mansion and everything is falling apart and we are playing inside there and the people are just moving around and we're all on wireless stuff, so we can just move around from room to room.
Yeah, now there's a theatrical...
Scare people and yeah, something like that.
Oh, that would be nice. Interesting, yeah. Well, good luck. I hope that they will come true because this will be definitely quite interesting.
Everybody needs to wear a helmet.
Really fun.
Is there any artist that you would love to work with?
Like graphical or whatever?
Any kind of
Any kind? Maybe?
I'm thinking.
I was hoping that you would talk while I was thinking. On the last album we did a medley with some Devil Dog stuff. It would be nice to at some point have Mr. Doctor doing some vocals for us. I don't think he's very much into doing recordings these days, but that's a kind of dream for me.
Right, okay. What is your goal as an artist?
I would say a very easy goal is to be able to quit my job and just play music. Easy. That's always been a dream, but now you're getting older, you're realizing maybe it's not gonna happen. But it's getting to a part that it's getting more comfortable traveling because you're growing as an artist, but also it comes a problem with it because you have a normal day job, and if you're gonna travel a lot, then sooner or later you're gonna have to choose. I think that would be great to just travel around and play and make records.
Yeah, for me the goal is just to continue to do it and manage to
never quit doing it.
To keep that going and to every day have a slightly different experience and meeting new people, seeing new places. We're not a big band, but already I feel privileged to be able to actually come here to Budapest, meet you people, see this place, and actually have people coming here to see us.
What were you like as a kid?
I think I was quite easygoing kid, to be honest.
I was, easygoing and football crazy. I was really into football. I still am into football, pretty much.
I really sucked at football. The first football practice I went to, the first thing I asked the trainer was, when is the intermission?
Last time when we played in London, I actually stayed a couple of extra days just to go to a football match. That's kind of a hobby as well.
If you would get the chance to talk to your 14-year-old self, what would you say?
You look ridiculous with red hair.
I think I would say just keep on playing guitar, because I just started around 13, 14, I think. So maybe just keep on, good things will happen.
What or who got you into music?
It was a friend when what's ungdomsskolen? A ninth grade anyway.
Yeah. When you're a youth and you go to school, what's it
No,
called?
seventh grade.
Seventh grade.
Yeah,
it's not elementary school. It's the next step.
Yeah. And anyway.
Yeah.
13 years old and starting a new school. I got this mate and he had a bigger brother that was like a local hero on bass guitar, and he wanted to start a band, and he was looking for members, and he had most bits sorted out already, but he lacked one guitar player. So I said, "Can't you just do the guitars, Bjornar?" Okay. And I got myself a guitar and started doing that, and after I don't know how many years and a couple of bands, I moved to Bergen, or not, yeah, I met Øyvind at civil service instead of military service, and there was this preschool for civil service, and I had a band that I showed him, and he was looking for and I was singing in this band instead of playing guitars, and he was looking for a singer for his band, and I was moving to Bergen, and he finally asked if I wanted to do it. So the paths changed from being a guitar player to being a full-time singer. I still play some guitars, but
I would say my first meeting with music that I really liked came from my father through Beatles. He was a really big fan of Beatles, and he started playing around 12 or 13, I think. The first band, we only covered Black Sabbath and Sepultura, and so on and so on, and I met Bjornar, as he told, at the civil service. I already have played in many bands before that. So I guess that was the start of Vulture Industries, maybe, when we met.
yeah,
In 2001, I think.
or maybe 2000. No,
I think
yeah,
it was
2001. Yeah.
Do you remember your first gig that you went to as a fan? What was it?
The first gig,
Yeah.
the very first gig, that was a Norwegian artist called Åge Alexandersen. He plays like rock or folk rock or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in 1986. I went to the show with my
He's
father.
big in Norway.
Yeah, he's big in Norway. That was my first show. I was 5 years old.
Oh.
85 or 86, I think. Yeah.
I think the first gig that I remember was with Ingenting. It means nothing, and it was a band that grew quite big in Norway. It was a local band from close to where I'm from, and it's a bit of the same music as Åge Alexandersen.
Yeah, it's
music
for the people.
Yeah, music for the people. It's easygoing rock with Norwegian lyrics, and yeah, I was a bit tall for my age, so I got in even though it was 18 years limit to get in. I think I was 14 or something, and it was a very new and opening experience for me.
Great. Is there a book or a movie that is meaningful to you? Something that you can read or watch a million times?
Yeah, definitely. Movies, many of them.
There are so many movies.
I really love Cloud Atlas. It's made by those Russian brothers who also made the Matrix trilogy, and yeah, they like to mix in philosophy and stuff into their movies, and this is like it's a movie that makes you think, and it's also very nice storytelling. That's one of my favorites. I also love the Godfather trilogy, of course, but that's something completely different. Also Monty Python, which is something completely different.
I would change it. Let's not say movie, let's say TV shows. Then I will say we need to say Twin Peaks because it's
it's a fantastic series.
It's amazing. If I'm not that serious, then I will say Rocky because I was a really big fan of Rocky when I was a kid.
When it comes to books, I think my definite favorite is Bestialitetens historie. It's by a Norwegian author, Jens Bjørnar. The history of bestiality, I guess, is the translation, which makes, with the translation it sounds like it's about sex in some bizarre form, but it's not. It's more like a look at recent history and cruelty and how sideways look at mankind. It's not the most, it's not the happiest reading that you can find, but it's definitely a recommended book, and it's translated into most languages, I guess.
I don't find peace in reading, so I don't read that much books. I wait for the movie.
Okay. What are your 5 favorite albums of all times?
Difficult question.
It varies a bit from time to time.
I can start. I will start with Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses, of course. And I will also say Nevermind by Nirvana. Maybe the first album from Genesis, maybe the second, I'm not sure. Yeah, Nursery Crime, I think it's the second album. That's 3. And I have to put in a metal album. So Metallica and Justice for All. It's difficult. So many good ones. Yes, System of a Down, Mesmerize.
I think for me, Devil Doll Sacrilegium. It's Slovenian, Italian, progressive, theatrical rock. And Tom Waits, Rain Dogs, Metallica, Master of Puppets, or maybe Kill 'Em All, actually.
Yeah, that's a great. It's difficult to choose.
Yeah. For the last 2, maybe Soundgarden, Super Unknown.
That's a great album.
Let's put in Alice in Chains' Dirt on number 5. If you ask me again tomorrow, I will say something completely different.
Me too. We'll say something different. Besides from Guns N' Roses, of course.
Yeah, Tom Waits and Devil Doll will remain on mine.
Great. What's the meaning of life?
I read in a book that it's 22.
Isn't it 42?
42, yeah, right. Sorry.
Well, it's eating and sleeping and having kids and I don't know, just the basic stuff.
Right. Do you have a message to the fans?
42.
Well, continue to listen to our music and we hope you like the new
I hope you will. We won't force you, but
maybe we will.
maybe you will.
Yes. Yes.
Enjoy life, be good to each other, be nice to each other, and yeah.
That's it.
And be nice to Øyvind.
Yeah, especially.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
time and all the best. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.